Hi guys, you might remember this charity shop find that I picked up, I think it was just before Christmas. I did the video in January. It's a radio controlled boat, lifeboat, that somebody has already done some modification work to. It's got the two motors that it came with originally, but when we take it apart, somebody has actually swapped out the original receiver for a 2.4 gigahertz receiver, but none of my 2.4 gigahertz transmitters talk to it. Now I've actually pulled it out to have another look today, because I did buy this transmitter for, well, because it was cheap, to be honest. But I've tried binding this one. Looks like the batteries are running down anyway. But I've tried binding this one and it doesn't bind. It's not easy to tell whether it binds or not, because one of the motors is jammed. I can turn it if I push it by hand, but that one is jammed. This one does spin if we apply some power to it. Yeah, that one spins, but the other one doesn't. I've tried oiling it up a bit to see if that will loosen it up, but it doesn't. So we've got a couple of choices. I think I said this in the previous video. I think we're going to have to change the receiver because I've got nothing that matches it. As far as the motor goes, it's a sealed unit in there. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. A lot of people have suggested just getting rid of them entirely and putting a single motor straight up the middle here. In fact, there's a link in the previous video to one I think it's Martin had done. He's just drilled a hole straight through here and put a good sized motor in there. I don't want to do that. I would like to try and fix that motor if I can, but it's all sealed up. Now looking at the sort of rust that's gone around there, we might be able to split that plastic apart and get to the motor. So that's what I'm going to try and do. But either way, we're still going to have to swap out that receiver. Probably just put a standard hobby grade one in there, because it's 6 AA batteries in there, so it's a 9-volt supply. And then I could have a couple of ESCs, because I've got plenty at the moment to drive the motors, just from an ordinary standard hobby grade receiver. Anyway, as I say, I'll see if I can split that one apart and get to the motor. I think I've worked out how this goes together. I can split this, but I think it's two halves that go up through here as a pillar. Yeah, I've got to get the glue off, and well, we'll see if it's been melted in place as well. Well, now that I've got that glue off it, we can see the seam across the middle there. But I'm going to have to try and get a bit more of that glue out the way, because it won't move at the moment. Well, you can see I've worked pretty hard on that, trying to clear it, but it's not giving way. I'm pretty sure that they'll have put glue down inside it when they've pushed it in place. In the end, I've resorted to drilling all the way around the outside a series of small holes, and I've been able to pull it out. So now we'll see if we can do some work on it. Looks a bit of a mess, but at least we can see it now. are. So, why isn't that working? Yeah, I bet they put it in salt water. Amazing, isn't it? Did you expect that to work? I didn't. I'll get on there. That's quite powerful now. Some wires look like they're nearly gone. I can refresh them. What I'll probably do is take this upstairs, open it up and clean it out a bit inside. And resolder those wires. Yeah, a little bit messy in there, isn't it? But I think once we've cleaned the commutator up and the brushes, it'll probably be alright. Got muck in there. Haven't quite got enough hands. That's part of the brass bush coming loose. I think that'll do for this episode anyway. That's gone on long enough. We'll have another look another day.